finally, after 6 months, our pirates have returned. Riptide is back. And I have something to say about that. Spoilers for 116, whatever. Mainly, I want to talk about the voice we hear at the end of episode 116. Our DM put us in. Okay, side tangent. I get it. This is the best for the algorithm. And it does work. But after the first, week, you could change it and it'll be fine. Anyways, at the end of the newest public episode, 116, there is a voice that basically pleads for Chip and Gil to jump into the water below, fail a save, and then it freezes them. So the main question on my mind is, who is that? Plus, I will be talking about a theory I've had for quite some time. So sit back, relax. I got a corkboard and twine. Let's get theory crafting. Let's begin with what happens in the newest episode, then work our way back. And for the sake of brevity, I'm mainly going to be talking around the timestamp of 3 hours and 5 minutes to the end of the video. This is when Chip and Gil both simultaneously get a mental message from an unknown caller saying, throw yourselves to the waves. And of course, the Chaos Kings say,
okay, bad.
as they tend to do. Right after that, Grizz says something very interesting that kind of obliterates the point I'm trying to make, but I don't care. This was my first thought and leads the story into a cool direction, in my opinion. I just want to talk about it instead of making a long-ass Twitter thread that maybe 2 people will see. After that, the Big Beastie does some fucked up shit, as Big Beasties tend to do. The Big Beastie points his finger at Gillian and shoots a laser beam of pure darkness towards him. But it's intercepted by Griffin! There's gotta be a flag on the play for that! Cheesus, the sports announcer, coming next May. Then, when they try to throw themselves to the waves, Chip and Arlen are chill. But Gil, he tried to warp Dre towards him. But no. The Big Beastie knows Counterspell! So far, to the best of my recollection, the Big Beastie is the only character that has Counterspell, and is the only one to ever use it. So Gil then pulls Griffin into the waters below, leaving Dre behind. I know a certain someone that would be really, really, really pissed about that. Like, really, really, really mad. After being in the bad water for a bit, the liquid starts to feel cooler, as in the temperature. And another message, pleading for them to not resist the spell they were casting. Presumably, to get them out of there. And that's where the episode ends. We will have to wait till probably, 118 to get the answer, but I think I know it. Before I give my definite answer, let's go through some of the possibilities. Number 1, Luna Deus. Moon Mom. Number 2, Eden. I've seen a lot of people think that it's Eden because it sounds like her, which would be nice and sweet because it's Gillian's older sister. But here's the thing. Do we know that Eden is a magic user? Though she hasn't had a lot of screen time to show anything off, I just don't think so. If she is, that would be cool. And number 3, Caspian. This comes from what I said earlier about how Grizz said something that completely destroys my argument in a very brutal way. Well, he says that was Condi's reaction.
Literally the same fucking reaction Condi had.
I may be looking a bit too deep, but what if? Think about it, like, what if? Caspian is a very competent and powerful spellcaster. Like, he kept the ship together and moving for 8 days straight. 8 days. It could be Caspian. There is one character I think it could be, and it would set up the next arc of the show pretty seamlessly. I think the mysterious voice that talked to Gil and Chip and is currently helping them get out of the Black Sea is Aslana. Remember Aslana? The merfolk from Desire Island? Remember the last time we saw Aslana? reunited with her mom, is crowned princess, and are on their way to the capital of the Undersea for a big meeting. As Lana, who made Bassic? Let's give it up for a fish pun by accident. As Lana, who made basic magic items for each of the Riptide captains, those necklaces are technically magic items because they give off properties. The question you're probably asking is, why? Well, this entire argument hinges on my other theory. Double Doppelgilly. Double Doppelgilly is a very basic theory of mine where there are two clones of Gillian. One in the Black Sea without all his memories, and one post-Eden being an informant, essentially, one with all his memories. I go more in depth in a previous theory video. The one thing that we should note before I talk about what could happen is that in the communication room in Allport, that entire segment, before Gillian busts that shit up, is that one of the things that was said by the naval communicators was moving the Chosen One. Now on to what I think is going to happen. I've also said this in a previous video, but I think the big meeting as Lana and her mother are going to is to reveal the Chosen One. Whenever Gillian announces himself as the Chosen One to the Undersea, to other sea dwellers, they either put him off as a rambunctious lad on land for the first time, or are surprised that there even is one. I think that they show off the false chosen Gillian to the group of high-profile undersea royals and such, as Lana's there and knows for a fact that that is not Gillian. So afterwards, she, and probably with the help of her mother, scry upon Gillian, sees he's in trouble and not there, and then basically just grabs them ice and pulls them out. Something. This would mark the beginning, or at least part of the beginning, of the Undersea arc. Gil's back home to set things right, and probably to tell everyone about the great evil they had just released into the Black Sea, and by proxy, the world! What a conundrum 2/3 of our pirates have found themselves in. While the third one is about to, you thought I was about to spoil what's happening in 117. You almost got me, but that's for Saturday. Thank you for watching this video. I made it in such a short amount of time, so if there's anything that sounds way off or stupid, I'll be in the comments answering questions. Also, there is a new Jury Twitter event. Well, we're in like the last couple days of it, but you can still participate. Click the link in the description to the Google form and vote for your mayor. There's also a new Discord server for these events, for updates and news and stuff. I'll let you in on one thing though. I already have things planned for January and March. Okay, bye!